and we took her to the health center. She was seen by a doctor.
You are on holiday, it's not gonna be like very fixed. You just try to make everyone happy. And
You have a very stressful job.
okay, welcome back after 2 weeks of absence. We have our first retreaters, so that's what we're gonna talk about today. How did it go? Because we have 2 retreats in 2 weeks, so one in 5 days, 4 or 5 days. Next week we had another one with a big family for another 5 days. So that's what you saw in the last 2 videos. You saw the retreat from the previous 2 weeks, and this is after those weeks. How did you find the retreat?
It was great. I mean, it was good. I was on holiday as well, so I was able to just feel a little bit like a tourist, and go and see nice places and stuff. The next ones I'll probably just be more like holding the fort in the house while you show people around, and it's gonna be a more quiet downtime for me. But it was really cool.
We kind of booked up for the full year, so if you're looking to have a retreat, you're good for next year. You can start booking from January. But here now, it's we had a cat dragging something here. Yeah, so the first one was more like a chilled out, rejuvenation retreat, more stretching, working out injuries, and just long walks, tracks, see nice places, gardens, and just more relaxation. Yeah, a lot of hikes and more stretching and yoga, and then just fixing nagging injuries, and then teaching them how to implement these things when they go back home, so they don't have a neck pain from work or back pain and things like that. So that's what we're working on, and the rest just discover the island and things like that. And the second one was a little bit different because they have 2 kids, so that was their first time when they had a couple with 2 kids, and
young kids as well. So
young kids,
around 2-year-old.
2-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yeah.
5, 6, yeah.
So with kids it's a little bit trickier because you have to be, everything is a little bit on the fly. So you plan something, but you have to have like a plan B and a plan C. If you cannot go there, one of them was sick, so we have to find a doctor. So kind of disturb the schedule. So we had to do like, okay, what can we see here? What can we do here? How can we shorten it? So while she sleeps, we can go to somewhere else, and then just play around.
One of the ways, so we just adapt on the day, but basically the way we kind of, overall, the way we dealt with the fact that we had 2 children was, first of all, there's always the possibility that I stay with them in the house if the grown-ups want to do like something more grown-up stuff, but most of the times the kids were willing to go with us and see places and, you know, be with grown-ups. So we just did things that we could include them in, but we had both possibilities. And then you were also able to train the adults whilst entertaining the kids in the gym as well, because we have the mats, we have the boxing bag, we have the rings. Obviously we will lower them very close to the ground just so that they can sort of do a little bit of gymnastics and just, you know, exhaust themselves so that the grown-ups can play a little bit as well. So it was quite pleasant, really.
See, the little one was playing with the cats, running around, doing some the older ones in gymnastics, boxing.
We did a lot of exploration around this area because there's a lot of green, you know, places to walk through. We have the fort and all of that stuff, and the older kid, the boy, he was really keen to see all the stuff that existed around, sort of like exploring. So it was also very, very easy to deal with, to entertain them as well.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was a little less like hiking, nature-centered, more like, you know, seeing the views, showing them a Funchal. So not too too much challenging things, so that the kids could always accompany us. We did a little bit of nature, but like the beginner sort of stuff. We went to the beaches, we went to the viewpoints, not the hiking ones, but it was still pretty good, and they were still very well impressed with the island, with the views and all these things. It was very, very good.
It's more like get in the car, get to the place, spend some time in the place, and then get back to the car, and then get out, rather than go to a place, hike for a couple hours, and then come back. It was more like around here in the retreat, see everything, go walks here, but spend more here on the premise. A lot of training, gym. Training wise was more like bodybuilding, strength training for the adults, rather than the rejuvenation in the previous week. So we spent more time explaining strength training principles. But yeah, it was fun.
I went on a bit of a workout break as well while they were here. On the previous one, I did a bit of, like, I was focusing more on stretching, mobility for myself as well, and injury sort of fixture. And then I took a little bit of a break of the strength building. Perfect excuse for the lazy couch. I work out, but by nature I'm a couch potato, so it's I'm always in this inner conflict because I want to be better, but at the same time I feel this gravity pull towards the sofa. It's I don't know. It's something about chairs.
There's a black hole under the sofa.
Yeah, it's like it sucks me in. But it was good because it was nice to let my wrist have a little bit of a break, and now I'm restarting and it's feeling really, really good. So the retreat was also an opportunity for me to play more with the kids and take a little bit of a break from the workout. It was nice for me as well in that regard.
Yeah. What was your favorite spot to see, or events we did, or something? What was the highlight?
I think so. With the rejuvenation, I think my favorite was the hiking, because we did not the most challenging hiking because there was a little bit of stormy. Whoa, sorry, had cat workout happening at the moment, but because of the storms that were coming and the rain. We didn't want to go to the highest point, so we did like the medium hike, and it was really, really nice. It's something that the adults really enjoy, and everyone gets pretty amazed to go through the forest and then come out in the top of a mountain and see the views. It's great, and it's just always one of my favorite things to do, and it's just I never get tired of it, and it was my favorite. My absolute favorite. And the mobility sessions, it was really nice. The stretching and yoga sessions was really nice. I sort of entered a little bit on them as well. And you, what was your highlight from the first?
It was a lot of things I liked, but the balcony was always nice, and it was very busy. We saw a lot of things. Funchal was nice as well. I think the Monte Palace garden was really nice. I think it was the first time we went there.
Oh yeah, I was saying in the previous podcast I was referring to the botanical garden wrongly. It's the name is Monte Palace Garden, and that's the first time we went there because we knew we wanted to take these guests in particular there, because they're garden lovers and plant lovers. So we wanted to take them there. So we just decided to wait and see that for the first time with them as well. It was so good because the four of us was like, everyone was very impressed and like we didn't know where to look for. It was really nice.
Yeah. You want to go through?
Amy, we have an extra guest.
She wants to say.
Say hi.
Yeah, we rescued this kitten a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, she wants to play.
She is in the age of roaring.
Yeah, we rescued her in the middle of one of our retreats. We found her, and obviously it didn't really impact the retreat, but I sort of took over the rescue, and then you just helped me through And it was. We did intend to get an animal, but she was really in need, so.
Yeah, she was in a rough condition. Because we went to one of the beach. And unfortunately, it's really common here to. Well, we think someone left this cat out, but even if not, the cats just multiply here every 3 months.
Yeah.
So if there's a restaurant somewhere or somewhere like a warm place they can find food and shelter, they just start multiplying, and then you see 1, 5, 12 cats. And they're usually well kept, and they have their own community. The restaurant's feeding them, so they are in good condition. But this was in very bad shape, and then she didn't look like she belonged to the pack, because there were like 6 older ones. We saw them pretty often. And then there was a new pack of 4 or 5 kittens, but they were like already 3 months old or something, like bigger than her. And she was like a very tiny, alone. No one was take care of her. She was sick. So we just wanted to give her food and like shelter a little bit because she was in rough shape. We tried to adopt, but obviously no one wants a kitten. Or if you want a kitten, you just go outside and then you have like 10.
Yeah, we couldn't find at the moment anyone that could take her in, so we just took her in ourselves. Yeah.
It's an issue. Usually every tropical island I saw this in Malta and other places as well too. It's an issue, unfortunately.
It's something that the both of us really want to look into the legislation, and there are some programs to neuter strays, but they are not very complete yet. They are not very in-depth programs, and for example, they don't have a specialized person that comes, grabs the animals, takes them to be neutered and so on. So we would have to take the strays that we find, and we're working on, and like getting more familiar with them, see if we can do that. But it's not a perfect program. So we want to look into, see if we can collaborate with several of the organizations that exist in the island and look into that. So it's something that, step by step, but yeah, something that we really want to look into. But anyway, this was like the unexpected adventure amongst one of the retreats. And then the second retreat, I think everyone really, really enjoyed the Funchal Day. Because it was more of a family trip sort of, format that we adopted with the 2 adults and the 2 children. And going to Funchal, we went relatively early. We spent there, the bulk of the day, like since mid-morning to mid-afternoon, and everyone was really, really enjoying the city. In that city, you can see the more sort of urban, sort of, bubbly city stuff happening, restaurants, everything. And at the same time, a lot of beautiful gardens, the beaches, the sea, you have museums and so on. So it was a really, really good day. And I would say one of the high points of that retreat, I think, because we planned it in that way that you could enjoy it with, adults and children. So everyone was having lots of fun.
Yeah, it was nice. Went to the Cristiano Ronaldo museum.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. We haven't gone yet. We are not like huge football fanatics, but obviously Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the Portuguese prides, and him being from Madeira, they have a museum for Cristiano Ronaldo here in Madeira, and so we went to visit because our guests were football fans, and we went there.
Yeah, it was nice. And we got some gifts there as well, or like souvenirs. And then we went up to the garden, like the open garden.
Yeah, really cool one too, with the swans and animals as well.
Spent some time on the beach. It was nice, very wholesome.
It was really nice. Yeah. They also really enjoyed Machico and the poncha tasting.
Yeah, Machico was nice, yeah. Because the kids, they always like, I don't want to go anywhere, like, want to stay here. But when they get there, it's like, oh, it's so nice. You have the sandy beach. Spend some time on the beach, the sand, and playing with in the water. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice. And then we went to a place where they do very nice poncha.
Yeah. Ice cream for the kids, poncha for the adults.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Best comfort, yeah. Yeah, it was nice. So yeah, looking forward to the next one. We have a couple in December.
December.
Yeah. In November we're gonna have some open day here in the gym.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a couple free small group training. So there's gonna be a next couple weekends. We're gonna start introducing, just get the community involved, like where we live around, people could come, try out the gym, completely free, and hopefully it's gonna be like a recurring thing. So
Yeah.
you can get like 5-10 people, small group training, still weightlifting, like circuit style. One's deadlifting, the other one doing push-ups, pull-ups, and then we rotate some boxing, and every week a little bit different exercises. And hopefully they'll enjoy it.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. But I was very satisfied with the retreats. I think they went very well. We managed to join all of the things that we wanted to join, both like the leisure time with the workout or whatever training they were wanting to do, the fitness part, also the nutrition part. Just for the most part we cooked at home, so we ate very healthy food, and then a couple times we took them to restaurants of ours or their choosing, depending on what was the mood, what they wanted to eat on that day, you know, and places that we know are nice. So yeah, I think we joined all of those things, and it was overall very pleasant and very fun.
Yeah, like every retreat is a little different, because obviously everyone wants different stuff. We try to really customize it. We have the pre-scheduled ones, but as I said, like things come up, cannot go there or something. Yeah. So we always have plan B, plan C, and then we try to make it really casual, you know, not like
for
very
example,
strict.
On the day that the little kid was sick, and the second day we need to find a doctor. So we changed what we had planned, and we took her to the health center. She was seen by a doctor. We went to the pharmacy right away, started medication, and it was sort of a flu, but she was not too deep in yet. So we gave it a little time, and then we went to a park that had, so we took that opportunity to visit the city where we went to the doctor. And we took them to a park that sort of showcases a little bit of the most traditional things in Madeira, and particularly in this part of Madeira, in the north part of Madeira. It has samples of the traditional houses, traditional, how do you call it? Well, the sewing work that they do, the lace, stone oven bread, the traditional gardens and plants. It has a lot of that stuff, and also has a lot of children's activities. It has a little farm that we visited. Oh, that was one of the big highlights for the kids as well, because they really didn't want to come out of there. Even the little one that was a bit, you know, under the weather, but she was enjoying so much looking at the animals and giving them food, and yeah, that was really, really nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Pika, was it emu or what was it? The big birds, they were emus or what was it?
Yes. No, ostrich. Ostrich, yeah. And they were fascinated by the peacocks as well.
Peacocks, yeah.
Bunnies. Oh, the donkeys. Oh, so cute. Pigs, chickens, sheep, cows. They had like a little farm, so I could see all the nicely treated animals. It was very nice.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything you want to add?
I was just very happy that everything went well, and even with these like little obstacles, like someone getting sick, we just worked around it. We sorted the problem. We just adjusted the schedule in a way that people can still have fun, is of forget that bad thing happened. So it was really nice.
Yeah. It was good to see they didn't want to leave. So
yeah, I think I can say we passed the test, and that's great.
Yeah, I think it was a challenge for us as well because it's 4 people with 2 kids, so we tested ourselves as well. So I think we managed everything. Yeah, it's always really casual, so we try to make like you are on holiday, it's not gonna be like very fixed. So we just try to make everyone happy, and hopefully they enjoy it.
We have a schedule, a program that is more like a suggestion. And then there are people who are very, very happy to have a more fixed schedule because they don't have to think. You just take them wherever they need to go, and they don't need to think about anything, and they're just happy to tell you, just tell me the time that I need to be ready. And then, And there are other people that are more like flexible, they want to go with the flow. So we do have that as a guideline, a suggestion, and then we sort of obviously work around whatever happens or whatever the person feels like doing. And it just works very well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Hope to see you here one day.
Yeah, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments, and we try to answer the next podcast. Ciao.